All right, good morning, you early birds, and welcome to another live Happy English lesson. If you look at your clock right now, and the clock says 6:30 a.m. or 6:32 a.m. on Saturday, February 25th, then it's live. And if your calendar and your clock doesn't say that, then you're watching the rebroadcast. Good morning, Alex. Thank you for joining me. You are an early bird for sure. Thank you to the rest of you early birds for waking up with me. My name is Michael, and I'm from Happy English. And you can always head over to myhappyenglish.com. If you like this lesson, you can find, my God, almost more than 1,000, maybe 1,500 free English lessons there, right there, in one homepage, all free for you. I am so happy that you have come to join me for this live English lesson today. I know that it's a little bit early if you're in North America or South America. But for my friends who are in Vietnam, like Minh Tran, who just joined in, or our friends in Japan, Korea, and in China, well, Taiwan, in other parts of Asia, it's the evening. So that's why I did this. I woke up early just for you guys, just for you, so you guys could catch this live. Before we get to the lesson, hello to Alex. Thanks for joining me. Elisangela Gomez, hello from Brazil. God, I'm so sorry for destroying your name like that. Elisangela, that's it. I've got it now. And I have my glasses so I can see you. Welcome from Brazil. Thanks. Dum Dum, hello. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks, everyone. If you're too shy to send a comment in the comment section, that's okay. But if you did and you can say hello, that would be awesome. It's a Saturday morning here in New York, and yesterday the temperature was 19 degrees. That's right. Your hearing was correct. The temperature went up to 19 degrees in New York. It was warm, really warm, like April warm. I can't believe it. I think the temperature is going to be a little bit cooler today and some rain tonight. How's the weather by your place right now? Minh Tran is from Vietnam. I have been to Ho Chi Minh City. I have been to Brazil. Alex says, do you prefer Celsius or Fahrenheit? Either one is okay for me, but Celsius is probably better for everybody watching us. Yeah, and I said it was 19 degrees yesterday. That's Celsius. That's right. This morning, I don't know. I can take a quick look at the phone, and it's 10. It's 10 right now, and it's foggy outside. But yes, I have visited Brazil. That was about 9 years ago, maybe 7 years ago, on a business trip, and Ho Chi Minh. And I remember when I was in Ho Chi Minh, it was hot. It was really hot. That was in June. It was very, very hot that time. Canon Noyello, hello. Pankaj Arya, hello from India. Welcome. All right, welcome everybody. Diana, hello. Thanks for joining me. Wow, you guys are great. Thank you so much for coming at this early hour. And if it's not early for you, then it's a better time, I guess. Marilla S. from Russia, hello. Okay, I have a lot of things to show you today for this lesson. I will come back and say hello to everybody else who joins me in a moment. But first, don't forget, you can always go to myhappyenglish.com, click members, and join the mailing list. And this way you can get the study guides for these live English lessons, which I've sent out starting this week, and other free, not live, but free English lessons I will send you in your email as well as updates about these lessons and things, just go to myhappyenglish.com over here and click members. And then you put in your name, you put in your email address. It's very simple. It's free. All right, for today's English lesson, let's get to it. There are 3 points we're going to cover today. It's 3 points for a Saturday morning. We're going to look at after and before. And then we're going to look at the very tricky English sound. And then I have a few idioms for you that use the word mind. Do you mind? But first, a cup of coffee. Okay, let's look at after and before. So when you use after and before in English, there are 3 basic grammar patterns that you need to know. Okay, we use after and before plus a noun. Before this lesson, I made the coffee. Before dinner, I washed my hands. Okay, so you can use before and after plus a noun. You can also use before and after plus a gerund. And if you like grammar words, then you'll know that a gerund is the ing verb used like a noun. So I could say, after eating, I cleaned the kitchen. After teaching this class, I'm going to meet one of my students on Skype. So you can use after plus an ing and before plus an ing. That's the second rule. The third rule is you can use after and before plus a subject and verb. After I made coffee, I turned on the computer. Before I ate, I washed my hands. So those are the 3 patterns that you can use with before and after. How about you guys? What did you do before this lesson? What did you do before watching this lesson? What did you do before you started watching this lesson? Why don't you leave a message in the comments? And speaking of comments, hello, Julio. Thanks for joining us today. You're in Florida. You're pretty close, only 3 hours away by plane from New York. Hello, Dora. Dora from Malaysia. Welcome, and thanks for coming today. So that's the difference between after and before. Not the difference, but that's how to use after and before in English. Now, the sound. You'll notice that in the chalkboard here, I used the upside down E and R. That's called the phonetic alphabet, which I don't like to use at all because just for me it's too confusing. But that's the sound, And here's why that sound is so tricky in English, because look at those words. Earth. Why don't you repeat after me? That's what the teacher said in 1950. Earth. Bird. Word. Curtain. Teacher. All of those words have the exact same sound. The spelling is different, and that's what makes English really tricky. Now, I don't know who invented the spelling of English, but I suspect that they were in the pub too much. Because the EAR of earth and the IR of bird and the OR of word and the UR of curtain and the ER in teacher are all the same sound as pronounced in American English, okay? So it's a tough sound. And by the way, it reminds me that yesterday we looked at the difference between worm and warm. Okay, so if you want to check that pronunciation, check that. That's yesterday's lesson. So, how do you pronounce the sound? Well, there's an R, the letter R. So the R is usually your tongue goes back into the back of your mouth. And the way I like to look at R is this. If you touch this part of your head right here, and you imagine that the tip of your tongue is pointing here, and you say and you put the sound there, that's where it is. It's way in the back of your mouth and up to the top. Earth, bird, word, curtain, teacher. So those are the sounds. And here's two sentences that I like to use with my students here in New York. Bert works on 33rd Street. Bert works on 33rd Street. That's right. Bert works on 33rd Street. Don't forget with the TH pronunciation, your tongue has to come between your two front teeth. Bert works on 33rd Street. I walk to work. I walk to work. Now, when you practice this, I like to teach the California pronunciation of walk. 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 It's like an sound they say in California. I walk. I'm walking really hard. I walk to work. And you can hear the contrast there. Walk. Work. Work is a very short, tight sound. Work. Work, work, work. That's what Michael does. He works. Work, work, work. You guys work hard at your English. You work hard at your English. Yes, you do. Walk. It's an it's an open sound. It's a very, very big sound. I walk to work. And it's a longer sound. I walk to work. I walk to work. I walk to work. I walk to work. So, English pronunciation is 50% listening. And no, that is not scientific data. That's just Michael's feeling and understanding about pronunciation, because pronouncing English is just like trying to play music. I don't know if you know this about me, but I also play the guitar in addition to being your English teacher here. And I started playing the guitar when I was 9 years old, which is a very, very long time ago, before the internet, but after dinosaurs. Okay? That's when I was 9 years old. And when I was a university student, I studied jazz, and my teacher at the time asked, hey, what do you listen to? And I said, I listen to rock and roll. And he said, no. If you want to play jazz, you got to listen to jazz. You have to know what the sound is like. So I think that if we apply that idea to pronouncing English, it's the same concept. You have to listen to a lot of English. Try and listen to videos like this or podcasts. Did you know I have a podcast? Yes, I do. Or American TV programs. I like Friends. I like Seinfeld. I like The Big Bang Theory. Those are all great for practicing pronunciation. For practicing listening and practicing English. And it's great for your pronunciation. So if you want to pronounce English well, one of the best things to do is to listen to a lot of English, okay? So that's the ER sound. All right, we'll take a quick break before we get to MIND. And I just want to say hello to Edie. Thanks for joining us. Elaine, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for joining me this morning. I know it's a little bit early for everybody who's in Florida, like Julio. Thank you so much. I was sleepy before this lesson. Great examples. After the lesson, I'm going to take lunch. Dum-dum. In American English, we don't use take to talk about food. You can say, after this lesson, I'm going to have lunch. After this lesson, I'm going to get lunch. But take means steal. I mean, there's many meanings of take. But if you say, excuse me, if you say, I'm going to take lunch, It doesn't work in English, all right? I'm going to have lunch. I'm going to get lunch. I'm going to eat lunch. That would work better, okay? Deanna says, before this lesson, I prepared lunch for my son. Good example. Elisangela, before this class, I prepared breakfast. Me too. What did you have for breakfast? I had some boiled eggs on toast. Very simple. Haydar Berber. Hey, hey. Hello, hello. Good morning, Elaine. It's difficult to pronounce iron. Okay, I can show you that really quickly. Iron. I'm going to type this. I earn money. You could say, I earn money. I earn. Just say it quickly. Iron. That's how you pronounce that. It's not iron. It's I earn. Iron. That's the trick. All right. Excuse me. Let's get back to the lesson. So, idioms. Why do I like idioms so much? Who has the answer? Some of you guys have been watching every day. Why do I like idioms? Because idioms make your English sound natural and colorful and really cool. Okay, that's why. And I have 3 idioms with the word mind. All right, the boss has an open mind. An open mind, to have an open mind. If you have an open mind, it means that you're always willing to take someone's suggestions. It means you're flexible. You have flexible thinking. You have an open mind, okay? You're not stubborn. You're willing and happy to listen to other people's opinions when you have an open mind. So I could say the boss has an open mind. How about you? Do you have an open mind? Does your boss have an open mind? I made up my mind. I'm going to go out. I made up my mind. Make up your mind. When you make up your mind, you decide something. Last month, I made up my mind to, you can say to, and then a verb. I made up my mind to do these live lessons every day for you guys, just for you. That's right. I made up my mind to do that. So when you make up your mind, or you make up your mind to do something, you decide that. How about you? What did you make up your mind to do? Well, I know that you made up your mind to watch this live YouTube lesson. Isn't that right? All right. And then the last one is I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I'm going to stay in. I changed my mind. It means I decided to do something, and then I thought, no, I will not do that. I'm going to do something else. I changed my mind. Sometimes I hear students say, I changed my thinking. That is different. Okay? I changed my thinking means I changed my view, or I changed my opinion of something. I changed my thinking. I used to like nuclear power, but I changed my thinking and now I don't. So I changed my thinking is very deep, but I changed my mind means I was going to drink tea this morning, but I changed my mind. It means I made a different decision. I decided to have coffee instead. I'm not going to drink tea in the morning. Now, no offense to you guys if you do like tea. Tea is very, very good, but Michael here needs his cup of joe in the morning. And a cup of joe means a cup of coffee, by the way. But you knew that already, right? All right, that, my friends, brings us to the end of today's English lesson. Check your email for the study guide. You can see all of this that's written here on the whiteboard or the chalkboard. Don't forget, you can go to myhappyenglish.com, click members, and put yourself on the mailing list to get free English lessons in your email box. And wow, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm wearing my glasses because I cannot see anything up close. But thank you all for joining me today for this live English lesson. It was great to see everybody here early. I'll be back tomorrow with another live English lesson at 9 a.m. New York time, 9 o'clock. Sunday morning, February 26th. And thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate that you came here today to watch this lesson. And where are the pictures of the barbecue? Alex asked. The pictures of the barbecue are on Instagram, but I will try to find one really quickly to show you. It was warm last week, so I did a barbecue, and I don't know if you guys can see that. There it is. I cooked some grilled chicken and steak last week on the barbecue, and I tried to. It was good. I try to do some cooking every Saturday. Saturday is Michael's cooking day, and I like to cook, and that takes me away from sitting in front of the computer all day. So it's fun. How about you guys? Do you guys like to cook? All right, I'm going to go cook another English lesson. I have to meet one of my students online in a few minutes. Thank you so much for watching this lesson, and I'll see you guys next time right here at Happy English. Bye, guys.